Hey, good morning and welcome to Pickleball Stretch. We're going to take some time to warm ourselves up to make sure that we do not get injured when we're playing. All right, so from here we're going to take a little bit of what we call Chinese drum. The feet are a fair distance apart and the movement and momentum are coming from the torso and the arms are limp like cooked spaghetti noodles, and those hands tap the sides of the body gently. You want to just gently allow those rotational muscles of the spine to open up. As we do this, don't forget those nice big deep breaths. And as your feet are solidly planted on the ground, you can begin to imagine like the trunks of a tree and roots growing into the earth, that you are drawing up the energy, the powerful energy of the earth into your body. Again, coming back to that nice deep breath. I can also mention that this exercise is a part of traditional Chinese medicine. It helps build energy or qi in the body. This is a great thing to do when you are getting those mid-afternoon sleepies around 3 o'clock rather than eating sugar and drinking coffee. All right, and let's slowly come on back to center. And we're going to step our feet a little further apart here. Toes are out at a 45-degree angle. Begin to bend those knees as deeply as you can. Hands rest on the knees. You're going to lean forward just a little bit and turn the body. And inhale, come back to center, and exhale to the other side. And just remembering, the slower that you breathe, the more oxygen you get in the lungs, the more healing it's going to be. Good. Couple more times, back and forth. Inhale through center, exhale to the side. Good, and make sure you do the same number of times on both sides. And come on back. All right, let's step forward a little bit here. And we're going to take the arms wide, and we're going to do something called the figure 4 stretch with the shoulder. So it looks a little bit like this. Now, if you're a little bit more flexible and you can get the forearm on the inside of the elbow, then what you can do is begin to wrap the hands together in a position called eagle pose. And from here, maybe begin to lift and lower those elbows a little bit. Don't hurt yourself. And if this is too much for you, you're not that flexible and you're in the figure 4, just work that figure 4 position. All right, a couple more nice deep breaths. And relax that down. You can roll the shoulders a little bit. And we'll do that second side. So again, depending on your flexibility and range of motion, you might be doing this figure 4 position, or you can begin to wrap those arms around one another, coming into the eagle arms. And if you want to add on that movement with the arms up and down, you can do that. Now, if you're feeling a little bit more physical today, you can also bend those knees at the same time. Getting a couple squats in, starting to warm up those thighs. Nice work. And again, you can always bend your knees even if you're in that original figure 4 position. Good. All right, go ahead and shake that out. We're going to strengthen up those thighs and open up the groin a little bit as we begin to reach for that pickleball. All right, you can envision that you have a paddle in your hand and then begin to reach down low as you can go. Make sure that you can switch the paddle in the other hand. And notice how I'm shifting my feet a little bit here. I always want my knees to bend in the same direction as my toes. Unless, you know, you've been to a physical therapist professional that has told you otherwise. Some of us do have a little bit more rotation in the bones in the lower leg, so that doesn't make sense. All right, we're doing this a few more times here. Reach as far as you can on this next one. Breathe in, then exhale, reach as far as you can. Good, and we're gonna do, after this, one more time on either side. It's those lunges. Keep you safe from falling. Good, and go ahead and step that out and give that all a good shake. All right, so from here, we're gonna lift up the right arm. You can begin to take it behind your head, like so. And then you can take the second arm and begin to bend over to the opposite side that the elbow is bent. And then from here, if your balance is good and you want a little bit of extra, you can step the right foot back and really get a huge stretch on that right side of your body. Take some nice deep breaths. Good, and back to center. Relax that down. Now remember, it's the breathing that makes all the difference. All right, we're gonna do that second side. Left arm up, right arm, and then bend over to the left. As always, you can stay here. If you wanna challenge your balance a little bit, get a little bit more of a stretch, step that left foot back and breathe. The bigger and slower and deeper the breaths, the better. Let the breath do the stretching, no straining allowed. Good, and relax that. Come on back to center and let those arms loosey-goosey shake out. Kind of like the hokey pokey, moving everything around. All right, let's stretch the hamstrings a little bit more. We're gonna take the feet wide apart, hands on the hips, and keep those legs straight as you begin to bend forward. Now, best case scenario, you keep the toes pointing forward as you do this. Maybe you can touch the ground. If you can't touch the ground, just keep the hands on the thighs. It's all right. But we want to make sure that we're not hunching the spine forward a lot as we're doing this. Keep the legs straight, the body lifted, and then bend forward as far as you can. And then we're gonna breathe. And as we breathe, after about 30 seconds, our body is like, oh, I get the picture. You want my legs to stretch. And then we might notice that we're actually holding ourselves back from going down further. Good. So now, if you're here and you want to add on a little bit more, we're going to start bending the knees a little bit from side to side. You can turn the right toes out and bend the right knee. Good. Come back to center. Turn the right toes in, turn the left toes out, and bend the knee. Good. You might be a little bit higher up like this, and that is perfect. You know, over time, we want to just challenge ourselves, see if we can get down a little bit lower. The other thing that I like to do sometimes is have like a chair in front of me so that I can just focus and not worry about my balance. Now, of course, the most advanced way to do this is to drop all the way down and then straighten that other leg. Good, so that's a traditional martial arts stretch to get those high kicks. Not that we're kicking anything in pickleball. Good, one more time on either side. Even that out, whatever level that you're at. Take the hands on the hips, inhale, come on up. Ooh, that feels good. Let's step the feet together. Again, one more, like little shake things out. Nice deep breath. All right, so this next one, we're gonna build up lots of energy here. We're gonna start shaking our hands as hard as we can. Like imagining we have a ectoplasm that we're trying to fling off. And then we're gonna take a big deep breath in, shake the arms up, And then on the exhale, make yourself into a teeny tiny little ball. Keep shaking those hands. Inhale, come on up, shake those hands. Good. One arm down, just like a Muppet, like Kermit the Frog. Ah! Good. Come on back to center. Other side. Reach, reach, reach. And ah! Muppets are so fun. Inhale, come on up. One more time, go down. And then come all the way up. And relax, you're done. Feel that energy. Have a great time playing pickleball on the court today. Take care of yourself, and may you always remain injury-free.